Hi Grace, I'm Claire and I'm going to be a new helper this year for the first time. So I've come to ask you some questions if that's okay.
With pleasure, and I hope that you'll take care of me sometime.
I hope so too. When did you first come to Lourdes and what made you first come to Lourdes?
I came, first of all, to Lourdes after the Second World War.
I came to Lourdes as a red shirt last year.
Oh, did you?
Yes. And it is...
I must have seen you then, going hands.
Yeah, like that, yeah. Exactly. I think it's amazing to see, isn't it, how many people can come to Lourdes.
Oh, yes, it is. And this is the great thing. I think when you get there, there's a great many people from all different countries, all different languages, but they have one thing in common. They're all smiling.
What is it about Lourdes that's the best thing for you? Why do you come
The
back?
best thing for me is the river.
Yeah.
Because it's very fast flowing.
Yeah.
And there's boulders here and there. And if you go higher up the mountain to where the river is new, it's much smaller, but it's still flowing very smart. But you can see right to the bottom. And what I like about the river down there is the fact that the water is rushing, just like life, you know, not stopping at all. When it comes to the big boulders, some splashes over, others apart and go round, join up again the other side, and it's all bubbly, and in a few minutes it's all quiet again, just like life, you know, when you get, as we all do, whatever age you are. Especially when you're young, you get lots of pricks and things that make you all turmoil. But the old river goes on and on and on, and destination unknown. But it will get you there one day. Where, you don't know.
Yeah, no, you're right.
And that is really, to me, that river is life.
And so what would you say to somebody like me who's going to be a first-time helper and who, you know, I don't really know what I'm going to do this year? And
of course you don't. Well, I think, first of all, obey exactly. If you've been told to do something, do it. Okay. Don't question it, do it. And always be punctual. Okay. If you've got to get to, if you've given the client to look after, get there on time. And because remember, when we go off to a church service or something, that venue has been booked by other countries there. And so if we're late, it makes everybody else late. Do let your person you're caring for help themselves as much as they can. Because you long to think, oh, let me put that on for you. Let me do those buttons up. But the very fact of having to struggle to put it on and do your buttons up and the clips and zipped, it makes you move. And if you let other people do it for you, one day you won't be able to. So respect that. If they want help, or you could say to them if they look a bit puzzled, can I give you a hand?
But let them do it first.
But let them do it first,
I
you
see. So what does it feel like to actually have somebody look after you, so physically and emotionally?
Well, it is humiliating in this life, but when I'm at Lourdes and I know that those kids are doing this as a wonderful thing for themselves as well, then it doesn't bother me. But I am humiliated sometimes, especially when people come up. I'm in my wheelchair and they say, oh, hello, Grace, and you have to say, who are you? You know, that is humiliating, but you have to get over that. Get put up and shut up.
So
do be careful of the people in the wheelchair behind you if you happen to be, because if they catch the back of your heel, it happened to me, not when I was a helper, but when I used to push my mum about. It doesn't half hurt. So put your foot up.
What about things like getting dressed and helping you dressed?
Well, if they want help, help them. But for my part, I think that the bending and the stretching and the doing up of buttons and things it's good. It keeps you going. You
Yeah.
see, once you stop doing it, then you can't.
Okay.
Then you are really helpless.
Yeah.
You see.
Oh, okay.
So if they want help, say ever so nicely, can I give you a hand?
Yeah.
See, and don't make them feel when you've done the buttons up. There you are. You see.
Yeah.
No, just say, no, you look lovely.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Okay.
See?
It's just.
And especially the old men, they should feel a bit humiliated to
Yeah.
be pushed about.
Yeah.
So be extra kind.
Yeah. So just a tips
Well,
for.
if your patient, male or female, wants to go to the toilet, find one as quickly as you possibly can.
Mm-hmm.
Don't let them wait.
You've had a helper who's been particularly good or particularly helpful. What qualities have they had?
Oh, I think, yes, I have had many of them who've been very helpful. What I like the people the best, those who don't fuss and faddle. She was wonderful because she was absolutely quiet, you know.
Yeah.
She just watched me. If I got up during the night, she wouldn't rush to help me, but I knew she was awake, watching.
Okay.
And yes, most of them been. I've had one or two that treat me as though I was. I didn't know what I was doing, you know, because I had Alzheimer's or something. But and that hurt a bit.
Yeah.
It really did.
Okay.
But another thing too, you see, you'll meet nice people, especially boys. They're Catholic boys and they're nice. They're lovely, see.
Okay.
But it's better to meet nice young boys.
I think Mum would approve.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, no, you'll love it. And of course, I have known, having gone so many times,
Yeah.
I have known young helpers. You know, you always have a male to push you, and a girl as your handmaiden, we used to call them. And sometimes they get together, you know. Then a couple of years next time. They're engaged and then they're married and then they come with a baby.
What do you think is important about the young people? What do you think is important for them to do?
I think that the important thing is to be absolutely natural, not to be nervous, certainly not to be, I think because everybody's older than you, you've got to be humble, you know, just be yourself.
Okay.
And then we love you, you see. We may feel a tinge of envy, I don't mind telling you, when we suddenly see you running somewhere and you think, I could do that a couple of years ago. But you have to remember that old people like me, we have to put up and shut up. and just be happy if they offer you a coffee or something afterwards. Accept it with happiness, because that's their way of showing, you know, they've been sitting in a wheelchair, being pushed about by a young person's strength, which, you know, you can't help when you're old, you can't help feel, oh dear, fancy me coming to this, you know.
Yeah.
Yes, you do often feel that you wouldn't ask, although perhaps you're dying to ask the helper to do something for you, and you don't like to make a fuss, you see.
If you think that the person you're looking after might want something, but you're not sure and they're being a bit shy, how can you ask them what they want without being rude?
You do it in a kindly way, in a nice way to draw them out, you see.
Okay.
They say, now, please let me know if there's anything that's a little bit uncomfortable for you, anything that you want, because I should be only too happy to help, please. That's what I'm here for, to help you. So please use me.
Thank you so much for talking to me, Grace. It's been
And
lovely.
thank you so much for putting up with me, Claire.